say I'm a member of the Seal Knot Reenactment Society, and say I'm being on the film and television course at uni. It just seemed ridiculous to not try and combine the two and end up making a film about the Civil War, because I can't think of anyone else, around this age group that would have the opportunity to make a film like this.
This will all be over within the year. The King will crush Parliament and Father and I will return before the winter.
Well, the story focuses on a young boy, Will Fletcher, who's been left alone for 2 years after his father and brother have left for war. 2 years later, he ends up seeing his brother in a royalist patrol, but before we can get in touch with him, he is captured by 2 parliamentarian scouts.
Forgive me, sir, but are you not a soldier?
You saw soldiers, did you, boy?
John. Who's this?
I don't know, but it could be a Cavalier spy.
And so the story entails the 3 of them journeying across the landscape, trying to get back to parliamentarian lines before this royalist patrol encounters them.
Go easy on the boy. He has heart.
Heart or not, he will die if he does not learn. We need able-bodied men to fight for us.
Then teach him.
Most films I've been in lately have all been quite up-to-date films. I've really enjoyed the fact that this film was set in the 17th century. The characters were all really good, deep characters. The script was well written. And I won't lie, the sword fighting was quite a big draw as well.
When I first heard about it and got in touch with the director Dave, what attracted me was the whole Civil War thing and the fact that it was a big costume drama. What I liked about this was that it had action in it. I've never really done much action before, so the chance to do something with a bit more life and epicness was a big attraction for me. I mean, you see a lot of World War period dramas. The fact that this was Civil War, I mean, I'm very into history, so I like the idea of bringing this to a film, which not a lot of people have really done before, because I suppose people find it a bit boring and not as entertaining as the later wars, but I think there's definitely stories in there which are really gripping.
If he's going to fight, he needs to be prepared. Give me that sword. Guard yourself, boy.
I think it was the opportunity to do a costumed role. I've always found that good. Period piece, sword fighting. I've always been interested in history, and the period I find very, very interesting.
For a man who's never handled a sword in his life, you sure do have some talent.
It's all your teaching. Modesty. Another thing that has no place in war.
Playing Thomas Mason, it's been fun. He's your everyday happy-go-lucky kind of guy, and he's just been mixed up in this war, this battle. Deep down inside, it's ripping him to bits, but he doesn't let that show. He's happy, gets on with both John and Will in the film.
Will is he's a very troubled young man. From a young age, his father and brother have been the only people he's sort of known really. He lived on a farm. His mum died when he was very young, and when this war kicked off, they go out to war and leave this boy to fend for himself. So obviously he has to grow up a lot within a significant amount of time. He's a very likeable character, but at the same time you do feel very sorry for his situation.
Well, John is a veteran soldier who has been fighting most of his life, taking part in the Dutch wars and the French wars and Spanish wars.
I've killed Dutchmen, Frenchmen, Spaniards, all without a moment's thought. I never imagined I'd spend 2 years of my life killing Englishmen.
He's come back to England to fight for Parliament as a mercenary, and he's quite a grim chap, serious, takes Will on a sort of baptism by fire. He's responsible for bringing him into a sort of next level of his life of a soldier, from being a whelp to a soldier.
It was good fun. I mean, it was very hard work. People don't realise, they think, oh, when I first did it and I got a sword, I was thinking to myself, oh, this is going to be a right laugh. Oh, why don't keep... Right.
All you have to do is that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's it.
That was the wrong
But,
way.
yeah,
I'll get that.
all you need to do for that last one is keep your arm like that and just move it across.
No, I need
Your
to go
wrist
there,
doesn't-
don't I?
your
There and then there.
Yeah, your wrist doesn't change.
No, there and then there. So I need to go to there and there.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it.
But it is very hard work, and to get the choreography right, I mean, we had a fight coordinator on set with us, choreographing the fights, and to try and get them right without hurting your opponent, your fellow cast members.
Do the last overhead and the charge past.
It's quite an intense thing to do, and you have to maintain concentration as well as trying to maintain your character, which is also a difficult thing and definitely a learning curve.
Well, I really enjoyed doing the sword fighting scene, the choreography, practicing and rehearsing, but it's left me mortally wounded in my shoulder from wielding a sword.
The very last, yeah.
Yeah.
He's having a prostate exam.
Oh, that's nice. compared to this. So I just put on my grim visaged face and get on with it.
Rolling and action! Rolling and action! Boy! Rolling and action!
Well, at times it made me feel like a kid again. I won't lie. Felt like a little kid, a little stick in the back. But you can't do that while you're doing it. Obviously, you've got to remain professional. You've got to remember, I'm still portraying a character, even though swords are flying at my head. I'm parrying. On the inside, I'm terrified. I don't want the sword to hit me.
Action!
It's not like your everyday piece of acting where it's just like you go in, you do a few lines. But with the main skirmish scene, which it was just basically hell, giant battle. So it's going in, you've got the aggression, you've got the seriousness of the character, the composure, because he's very composed, he knows what he's doing, Thomas, he's really serious. Even though he is, as I said before, the happy-go-lucky guy, as soon as it gets down to it, he's there, he's on it.
Who's this? Another able body in the fight, sir. Said he saw Cavaliers on the march.
My other patrols say the same. They're less than a mile away. Get ready.
Sir.
The Scouse accent was non-existent back in the days of the Civil War in the 17th century. Literally, the Scouse accent obviously comes from all kinds of Viking, German, any kind of immigration that came into the Liverpool port, so that was completely irrelevant, wouldn't have been used. So I went for a kind of neutral accent, which is more like this all the way through the film. Ghastly business from what John tells me. Ghastly business from what John tells me. Ghastly business from what John tells me.
He was there too, and many others.
I think we all got on really well. We all lived together in the house and we all had to put up with each other, so you know, I don't remember there being any fights or disputes. We all great sense of humour, great fun, really good fun.
That's so camp.
Right.
That was as camp as a row of tents, that one.
Even though I know Nick really well, when he was in his character, I was very impressed and he scared the life out of me.
In the film, the character is very intimidating, but actually being with Nick himself, he's also a lovely guy. He's got a great sense of humour. Take him with a pinch of salt sometimes, but that's just Nick.
When you've got a decent cast like that, it brings a better performance out of yourself. The fact that we all bounced off each other made it a lot better, and I loved it.
Yeah, my relationship with the cast was quite good. We built up a good bond. We've spent over a month working together, constantly being on set, staying in the same house, getting to know each other, spending a lot of time. So we've built up a good relationship. It gives a much better, much deeper chemistry between the actual characters when a cast gets on.
You've been using the wrong sword? No. You sure?
You are, you knob.
You've been using the wrong sword all
You've been
through
using
this?
Tom's sword.
I didn't use that, Joss. Did I? Where'd you get it from?
I just put mine. What? I don't know. You brought that one up.
Did you find this?
You brought that blade.
We might have to do it all again.
Check that.
Can you not remember
Oh,
that
dear.
little handle
It
inside?
might be hard to tell.
Yeah. No,
Hang on.
No, he's using the right one. Take, it was his own sword. He's using his own
We
sword.
are fine.
It's okay.
2 characters I didn't get to spend as much time with, the ones that played my brother and my dad, but we've got a great bond. I mean, we know each other anyway, but it was great to work with them. And then obviously I'm with James, who plays Thomas, and Nick, who plays John. And they were both great to work with.
Sounds like.
Into the trees. Move. Go.
So guys, behind the camera, okay? If there is a problem, the horse does come this way, everyone just turn around and get in the woods. The camera crew are going to go in, follow you. I'm going to grab the camera and follow you that way, okay? So everybody goes that way if there's a problem. Just want to see how long it takes him to get into shot.
No problem.
Yeah? So you can hear him? So there he is. There. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, Tom. Keep coming. Keep coming. That's cool. So that's as far as you're going to do on that first shot, mate.
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
And we want to take it as far as it can go, and we feel, you know, to do justice to the story and the characters that we've come up with for this, you know, it would only be right to get it out there to festivals, so that, you know, so that the maximum number of people are, you know, able to see it.
It's been awesome, really.
It's been a really good experience. It'll definitely be one of my memories, one of my fond memories of working as an actor. And yeah, hopefully we'll stay in touch with the rest of the cast and crew, because we've built up a brilliant relationship even with the crew.
Scene 31, shot 24, take 1.
It was one of the most decent things I've ever done, and I definitely loved all the costume and everything. It was freezing cold most of the time, don't get me wrong, but definitely worth it. And just to be around such a bunch of talented people really does make you think that this is a great industry, and I just love making films. So to make something that had such passion go into it, and the writing that David had delivered was phenomenal. So I was very happy, and I'd say it's just been awesome.
Royalty in the back of there. Honestly, it's so funny. It's brilliant.